Shamunadira Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So thank you very much to all of you all. His great Padma Das Thakur for giving me opportunity to speak on Srimad Bhagavad Gita. It is a great honor and privilege to speak on scriptures and to be allowed this opportunity from the disciples of Srila Prabhupada and my spiritual master. So before we start, let's recite some invocation prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapdam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kanamayam Dadanti Swapadantikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpade Gopisha Gopika Ganta Radhakanta Namastade Tapta Kanchina Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishamanu Shuti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Panchakalpatarubhasya Kripasindhu Mevacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavi Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Sari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today's topic is the Supreme Lord is equal to everyone, and you'll find that it is in chapter 9, text 29. Sorry, I said 28, 29. It's actually only 29. But there's also a whole chapter in Srimad Bhagavatam dedicated to this topic. It's Canto 7, chapter 1. So if you've got Srimad Bhagavatam, you can look it up there. It's the Supreme Lord is equal to everyone. So let's look at the verse. Samoham sarve bhuteshu name dvesho asti na priya ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mai te tesu chapyaham. So the translation: I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I'm also a friend to him. So you can repeat the translation. I'll read a little bit at a time. I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I'm equal to all. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me,
is in me,
and I am also
and I am also
a friend to him.
friend to him.
So purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. One may question here that if Krishna is equal to everyone and no one is his special friend, then why does he take a special interest in the devotees who are always engaged in his transcendental service? But this is not discrimination, it is natural. Any man in this material world may be very charitably disposed, yet he has a special interest in his own children. The Lord claims that every living entity in whatever form is his son, and so he provides everyone with a generous supply of necessities of life. He is just like a cloud which pours rain all over, regardless of whether it falls on rock or land or water. But for his devotees, he gives special attention. Such devotees are mentioned here. They are always in Krishna consciousness, and therefore they are always transcendently situated in Krishna. The very phrase, Krishna consciousness, suggests that those who are in such consciousness are living transcendentalists situated in Him. The Lord says here distinctly, Mayite, they are in me. Naturally, as a result, the Lord is also in them. This is reciprocal. This also explains the words, Ye yata mam prabhadyante tam stateva bhajami aham. Whoever surrenders unto me, proportionally I take care of him. This transcendental reciprocation exists because both the Lord and the devotee are conscious. When a diamond is set in a golden ring, it looks very nice. The gold is glorified, and at the same time the diamond is glorified. The Lord and the living entity eternally glitter, and when a living entity becomes inclined to the service of the Supreme Lord, he looks like gold. The Lord is a diamond, and so this combination is very nice. Living entities in a pure state are called devotees. The Supreme Lord becomes a devotee of his devotees. If a reciprocal relationship is not present between the devotee and the Lord, then there is no personalist philosophy. In a personalist philosophy, there is no reciprocation between the Supreme and the living entity, but in the personalist philosophy there is. The example is often given that the Lord is like a desire tree, and whatever one wants from this desire tree, the Lord supplies. But here the explanation is more complete. The Lord is here stated to be partial to the devotees. This is the manifestation of the Lord's special mercy to the devotees. The Lord's reciprocation should not be considered to be under the law of karma. It belongs to the transcendental situation in which the Lord and his devotees function. Devotional service to the Lord is not an activity of this material world. It is part of the spiritual world where eternity, bliss and knowledge predominate. So today's discussion is on the Lord is equal to everyone. And the text says, no, I am not partial to anyone. So, why is the Lord not partial? Partiality exists in the material concept. When one is under the material modes of nature and one is under the material nature itself, then one is partial. But the Lord is completely transcendental. He is completely pure, He is completely perfect in every respect. The Lord has no enemies. No one can be the Lord's enemies. Even the demons who sometimes are envious of the Lord, or want to fight with the Lord, even want to kill the Lord doesn't take them as enemies. Because remember, every single living entity is part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's said in the purport, all are His sons. So all living entities are His part and parcels. So then one may consider, why does some living entities are demons and some are devotees? You see, from time immemorial, we don't know for how long we are existing. We don't even know where we actually came from. But that's another discussion. Whether we came from the spiritual world or we came from the glance of Mahavishnu. But we won't discuss anything on that. You see, some desire to serve the Lord and some desire to serve themselves. And this desire has been started from time immemorial. As we can say, we cannot trace back. Prabhu, you must just tell me what time to stop. Huh?
20 minutes.
Okay.
30 minutes maximum.
No, we'll have to do Guru Puja.
Yes.
So we'll stop about quarter past.
Okay.
But I don't have time.
I'll tell you.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So, if you look at the devotees and the demons, the Lord provides equally for both. Some of the most richest, wealthiest, powerful personalities are demons. You'll agree? If you look at the great demons of Hiranyakashipu and Ravana, Kamsa, they were great demons. Absolutely great demons. And they had immense power and immense wealth and immense strength. But where did they get it from? Because Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad Maharaj, where do you get all your strength from? Where do you get this devotion from? And Prahlad Maharaj said, from the same place you get your strength from. So the Lord, when it comes to giving wealth, material, possessions, when it comes to giving bodily strength, He's equal to all. You see, the demons themselves, they do lots of austerity. Like Hiranyakashipu did hell of a lot of austerity. Ravana did lots of austerity. So that's how they got benedicted with the strength and the power that they had. That's how they got benedicted. So the Lord He gives everyone. Like sometimes we'll think to ourselves, you know what, I'm trying with spiritual life. I'm, chanting, I'm practicing, I'm doing service. But look at the atheists and people who are not interested. They got so much more wealth than me, and they got so much more education and bodily strength and beauty and things like that. They have done that austerity, and due to the karma, they got it. They got it. So, sometimes you'll find that the demons are even more powerful than the demigods. Now, the demigods, if you read chapter 7 of Canto 7, chapter 1, the demigods are mostly in a mode of goodness. They're in a mode of goodness. They have material desires, but they're in a mode of goodness. The demons are in a mode of passion and ignorance. So sometimes you'll find the demigods, they benefit. Or they win, because the mode of goodness predominates. Sometimes the demons also win, like when Bali Maharaj, by the way, Bali Maharaj is not actually a demon, he is a pure devotee. But sometimes the demons win, like Hiranyakashipu. He took over all over the universe, he defeated Lord Indra. So sometimes those modes are predominant. But what is the essential difference between the demon and the devotee? Like Parikshit Maharaj asked Sukadeva Goswami in the first chapter of Canto 7. He said the Lord is impartial, but how come did He side with the demigods like Lord Indra to kill the demons? Now that would seem impartial, isn't it? That is siding. But the demigods, they approach the Lord. They approach the Lord. The demons don't approach the Lord. They don't approach. They are satisfied and they feel that with their own strength they can win. They can win. So that is why the demigods, they approach the Supreme Lord. They always go by Him for help. Headed by Lord Brahma, they go by the Supreme Lord for help. But the demons, they don't approach the Supreme Lord for help. They feel that they can do it all on their own. In fact, they are envious of the Supreme Lord. They want to kill the Supreme Lord in some times. Now, another a way of looking at it is that the Lord's impartiality. You see, devotees won't fight with the Supreme Lord. They won't fight. They will just serve. In the 9 processes of devotional service, they will serve. But the Lord, He likes to fight. Remember, everything is manifested in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everything. So He likes to fight. That's why you find human beings like to fight. Sometimes for no reason they will fight. I know, I teach at a school. I know for every small reason they want to fight, even for the same. But that's also because they condition it that way. But the original quality comes from. So, the demons are satisfying the Supreme Lord by giving him the opportunity to fight with them. And they are getting liberated when the Lord kills them. They get Sahuja Mukti. They don't get liberation like how the devotees get, but they go into the effulgence of the Lord. So, how can we say that the Supreme Lord is impartial? You see, the demons will not come and render service like how the devotees will do. And the devotees won't come and render service like how the demons are doing. So, in both cases, remember the Lord has no enemies. He has no enemies. When he's killing a demon, it's all blissful for him. He's not in an angry mood. He's not hating the demons. It is still, remember the Lord does everything for pleasure. So, if you have two people that have some problem, the treatment is going to be different for both. But still it's going to be beneficial to them. It's going to be beneficial to them. So the Lord deals with the demons in a different way, and he deals with the devotees in a different way. The treatment may be different, but both are benefited. In fact, sometimes the demons benefit more than the demigods, because if you look at Vritasura, when he was fighting with Lord Indra, and when he was killed, he actually had more knowledge that if he is killed by the Lord, he'll get benefit. So he actually got more benefit than Lord Indra, because Lord Indra still had to keep his position as a king of heaven. But Vritasura got spiritual elevation. Putana, she wanted to kill Lord Krishna. Then Abhanda Prabhu explains very nicely. Lord Krishna sucked the milk. Lord Shiva came and sucked the poison. And Lord Vishnu killed Putana. But she got the position of an assistant in a maternal way, in a motherly way in the spiritual world. So where's the talk about impartiality of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? And he says in the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, it's chapter 4, text 11. I don't know Sanskrit that well. I have to look at the book. Where is it? 4. Yes, ye yata mam prabhadyante tamstadeva bhajamyaham. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada talks about the rain. The rain pours, it's just like a cloud, it pours rain all over, regardless of whether it falls on rock or land or water. So rain is impartial. Rain is such that even in the ocean it will rain. It will even rain in the ocean. So the Lord is just like that, impartial. When he gives rain, he gives to everyone. He gives sunshine to everyone. Food to everyone. Talking about food, right? The worst thing to eat is beef, isn't it? Worst thing to kill is cow. But the Lord says in chapter Purushottam Yoga, which chapter is that? Chapter 15. He is the fire in digestion in the stomachs. Let me just find that. Yes. Chapter 15, text 14. I am the fire of digestion in the bodies of all living entities. Of all living entities. So those who are demoniac, who want to eat anything and everything, the Lord actually digests the food for them. So where's the impartiality? There's no impartiality. Okay. I haven't got much time. Right. So let's talk about the main aspect here. The devotees. The devotees of the Lord. Now, even though the Lord says He's not partial, but later on in the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, the Lord is here stated to be partial to the devotees. Now, in spiritual life is so beautiful that one place you can say impartial and others say partial, but both are correct. You can have one part they say, this is the greatest, but then there's something greater than the greatest. But this applies to the Lord's devotees, especially to the Lord's pure devotees. You see, it's a reciprocation. The devotee fully surrenders unto the Lord and renders. Basically, when one is in a very high stage, even a beginning stage, the Lord, remember, the Lord appreciates everything. So, the devotee sacrifices so much for the Lord. Therefore, the Lord is naturally going to be attracted to the devotee, naturally going to give attention. That's why right in the beginning, Prabhupada writes here. But this is not discrimination, it is natural. For any of us, if someone interacts with us in a very nice, positive, pleasing way, we're naturally going to tend to go more towards them than someone who is not like that. So that's why this is natural. The Lord wants to serve the devotees and the devotees want to serve the Lord. Like Lord Krishna, when he was the chariot driver, he's serving Lord Arjuna. That's an example of the Lord serving the devotees. In fact, when there was a ceremony in Maharaj Yudhishthira's reign, the Lord actually was welcoming all the guests and washing their feet. That's the humility of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So He's there to serve. I can't think of any other examples, but there's many more examples where the Lord actually serves the devotee. In fact, Lord Ram, oh yes, Sudama Brahman, yes. Sudama Brahman. The Lord actually bathed his feet when he came. And even Lord Ram, remember when he crossed the ocean, he worshipped Lord Shiva. So this is the whole idea of the personal relationship of Bhakti Yoga. It is reciprocal. Impersonalism is when you meditate on the super soul. But there's no relationship there. You just say that's a Supreme Personality of Godhead and I honor and admire and I worship. But there's no reciprocation. But here in Bhakti Yoga, there's a reciprocation. And again, it comes to, as you surrender, I reward you accordingly. So this is not, remember the Lord can never ever be impartial. Because He's totally spiritual. He's totally spiritual. He's not under the modes of nature. There's no material qualities. He's perfect in all respects. Sometimes we get bewildered, especially when bad things happen to us, wrong things. But we don't know the full extent of the information, whether in what we did in this life or in the previous lives. We don't know. So we get frustrated, we get disappointed. But after that, we realize, what I got, I actually deserved, but by the Lord's mercy, it wasn't so bad. So it's 1:15. We'll stop here then. Yes.
Those days it wasn't cell phone. When you wrote a letter to Radha, you sent Uddhava.
Yes.
That letter.
He said to? Oh yes.
Yeah.
And also Srimati Rukmini sent Lord Krishna a letter too. Okay.
Is there any questions from anyone? Short questions?
So actually at the end of the day, when people say Lord is impartial, it's because you see, like all of us in this world, whatever we say and do, we do it according to what we know. A lot of things we don't know. So sometimes you say, like all of us devotees, there was a time when we were like confused about certain things. But after coming into Krishna consciousness, reading the scriptures, listening to all senior devotees, certain things got clear. So what happens here is people don't know. What they also don't know is that we are architects of our own destiny. Previous births, you don't know what you did. And now when you're getting all the knocks, you're thinking, hey, why me?
That is another very important point where the Lord is impartial. He doesn't interfere with your independence or your activities.
Yeah, so actually at the end of the day, it's like a father in the house. He might give maybe each child, maybe 5 children, give them 1,000 rand each. Okay, go, it's Christmas now. One guy will blow it in one night, the other one, but the wise one will keep it. And 5 years later, he'll be showing them, hey, I got 2,000 rand. And others will be thinking, hey, what happened here? So there also you could say impartial, but not impartial. You didn't make the right choice. You didn't make the right choice. So just like that, we did a lot of things, so when things are not going right.
But the Father was impartial. He gave everyone equally.
Yeah. So, yes. But then again, all parents do that. They don't want the children to see that, okay, I'm favoring that one and that one and that one. You always want to practice that. You want to teach the children the right way.
I don't know, man. It is sometimes parents do favor. But remember, the Lord is perfect, so He won't favor.
No.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest problems in the world today. I've seen it, I experienced it in my own life, and I saw where it went, where the favoritism went.
Just on that point, if you got like a father got so many children, you'll get some that will come and visit him, and some might not worry about him at all.
Yes.
It's not that he'll hate the ones that are not visiting, but he'll spend more time with the ones that visit him. So that's not impartiality. You come to see. So similar way, if you surrender unto Lord Krishna, you have an interaction with him, he'll spend more listening with you than the living entities that are not interested in.
Yes.
Yeah.
One more point. This thing about washing the feet. You see, we say we take shelter of the holy name, we chant. But the tongue is actually the feet. And the washing is the chanting. So it's perverted. We are actually taking the feet down, foot, But the tongue is the one that does the walking, the chanting. And the Lord is washing. When He is partial to a devotee, the devotee is chanting, and then He is partial to the pure devotee. But the demonic people will not glorify the Lord. So there's a very deep significance of Srila Prabhupada as a friend to me. A friend to me will only chant the friend's name. So we are glorifying the Lord by chanting. That's actually the tongue washing. The tongue is actually the feet of the Lord.
Okay, I learned something today. I didn't know that.
I'll have to check that out.
Okay. Thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So time now.